Mojtaba's top allies in Tehran are signaling that the Strait of Hormuz may not reopen anytime soon, with one senior lawmaker bluntly warning it would never open the strait in response to Western and regional pressure. As Iran tightens its grip over the strait, anxiety is rising across the Gulf, and at least one key Arab state is now openly weighing a countermove to break Tehran's maritime chokehold. In Abu Dhabi, the UAE is quietly exploring military options to help reopen the vital waterway, while simultaneously trying to stitch together a broader coalition so it does not act alone. All of this is already reshaping Gulf power dynamics, with long-standing alignments under strain and many asking whether Tehran's retaliation over the war has changed regional alliances for good. Amid the ongoing war, a senior Iranian lawmaker has declared that the Strait of Hormuz will never reopen, signaling Tehran's intent to keep up maximum pressure on global shipping and its rivals. Ali Niqzad added that no negotiations have taken place and none will take place, vowing further revenge and shutting the door, for now, on any diplomatic compromise over the crucial waterway. This hardline update was reported by Iran International in a dispatch dated April 1st, underscoring how firmly Mojtaba's camp is digging in. At the same time, reports suggest the UAE is preparing to back efforts to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, alarmed by the economic and strategic costs of a prolonged shutdown. According to the Wall Street Journal, Abu Dhabi is actively reviewing how it could help force the strait open by military means if necessary, including participation in or support for a wider coalition operation. Abu Dhabi is reportedly pushing for a UN Security Council resolution that would explicitly authorize international action to secure and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The UAE is seeking backing from US, European, and key Asian military powers to assemble a broad coalition capable of operating in and around the strait. According to the same reporting, Bahrain is sponsoring a draft resolution, with a high-stakes Security Council vote expected on April 2nd. As part of its contribution, the UAE is considering deploying mine-clearing teams and other naval support assets to help make the waterway safe for commercial shipping again. Emirati officials have also argued that the US should move to seize certain strategic islands in and near the strait, aiming to undercut Iran's ability to threaten maritime traffic in the future. The UAE Foreign Ministry has stressed that there is a broad international consensus that freedom of navigation through the Strait of Hormuz must be preserved. According to reporting based on US media leaks, this stance marks a major shift in Abu Dhabi's policy toward Iran, moving from quiet hedging to openly backing moves to counter Tehran. Iran's retaliation in the current war has already hit several Gulf states, with the UAE among those suffering some of the most serious economic and security fallout. Regional analysts are warning that if the UAE takes on a more direct military role in efforts to reopen the strait, it could find itself drawn much deeper into a prolonged confrontation with Iran. Amid the ongoing war involving Iran, the United Arab Emirates has emerged as one of the hardest-hit nations, facing relentless Iranian strikes that have spilled over from attacks on neighboring states and regional targets. According to data visualized in a detailed chart published by the Financial Times, the cumulative number of Iranian assaults on the UAE over recent months has reached alarming levels. Reports indicate that the UAE has endured a staggering 1,628 drone attacks and 390 missile strikes, more than Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, or Oman combined. Analysts note that only Israel has faced a comparable scale of Iranian bombardment within the region, underscoring how deeply the UAE has been drawn into the escalating conflict. Iran claims that its recent missile strikes were aimed solely at US military bases in the region. However, multiple reports indicate that several civilian and commercial sites have also suffered significant damage. Analysts believe the United Arab Emirates has become a strategic target for Iran, largely because of its powerful global economic influence and strong ties with Western nations. Military experts warn that continued strikes on Emirati territory could severely disrupt global energy supplies, trade routes, and financial networks that connect markets across continents. According to various international reports, the UAE has long established itself as a stable and secure hub linking the economies of the East and West, making it a critical node in global commerce. Iran's current military strategy seems designed to test the global perception of its power while simultaneously maximizing the political and economic impact of its actions on the world stage. The United Arab Emirates remains a key defense ally of the United States, maintaining close partnerships in advanced security systems, intelligence sharing, and defense technology cooperation. During his second presidential term, Donald Trump paid a significant visit to the UAE, underscoring the country's strategic importance to Washington's military and diplomatic network in the Gulf. The Strait of Hormuz, lying just off Iran's southern coast, is one of the most strategic and vital waterways in the Middle East. At its narrowest point, the Hormuz Strait is only about 33 kilometers wide, making it a critical maritime choke point through which nearly all Gulf energy exports must pass. Handling roughly 20 million barrels of oil every single day, this narrow corridor accounts for close to 1/5 of global oil consumption. It also carries between 20% to 25% of the world's liquefied natural gas supply, much of it originating from the resource-rich fields of Qatar. Over 80% of the crude oil passing through Hormuz is destined for Asia, underscoring the region's energy dependence on this fragile waterway. The primary buyers, China, India, Japan, and South Korea, rely heavily on the safe passage of oil and LNG shipments through the strait. Hormuz remains the only maritime gateway that directly connects the Persian Gulf to the open ocean, making it indispensable for global trade. It also links the Persian Gulf with both the Gulf of Oman and the Arabian Sea, serving as the world's most strategic energy transit corridor.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that we will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.